Today on Origins of Expressions, we're going to explore the origins and meanings of the phrases herding cats, cat got your tongue, and let the cat out of the bag. What do they have in common? Well, they're phrases and idioms around cats, of course. So let's go ahead and prance right into our video today. Hello and welcome to Origins of Expressions, where today we talk about cats. There are several phrases that use cats as the main subject, which is no coincidence since they have been widely kept as mousers and domestic pets for millennia. Today we will explore the 3 idioms where cats are highlighted. So let's prance right in. Our first one today is herd cats or herding cats. This phrase is used when a difficult or impossible task needs to be done. When someone is attempting to control the uncontrollable. An example of this phrase is, getting that group to cooperate will be as easy as herding cats. This idiom is fairly new. The first time cat had been compared to sheep in the written form was used to describe a hard task. It was in a scene at the beginning of the movie Monty Python's The Life of Brian, where 3 shepherds are talking about how much they enjoy watching sheep. During this dialogue, one of the shepherds says, "The only other animal that I would remotely be interested in watching would be cats." Morris says, "They don't have flocks of cats." The shepherd says, "No, I'm not saying they do." Morris replies, "Can you imagine a herd of cats waiting to be sheared? Meow, meow. This saying really came about in the 1980s. It was used when managers would reference with tech people, stating it was hard to organize them, just like herding cats. A few other notable references to herding cats is in the 2000 commercial that aired during the Super Bowl 34. It was a commercial that featured cowboys that came from a long line of cat herders. The commercial was made for the electronics company EDS. This commercial is linked below, and it was cited as President Bill Clinton's favorite commercial. Another instance was the 2014 Mythbusters, when the team tried to herd 8 cats into a pen, which they confirmed the idiom to be true. They failed at herding cats. I linked that video below also if you want to see it. So let's move over to our next idiom, which is cat got your tongue. This expression is used when someone is at a loss for words and does not know what to say, so they say nothing. An example is, "Can you explain this bad score you got on your test?" "What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?" The origin of this expression is quite hairy. The earliest use of this phrase was found in a Wisconsin newspaper, the Racine Democrat, December 1859. It read, "How I love a rainy day," he said. To this I made no answer. I loved a rainy day too, but I was not disposed to say so just then. "Oh, no, the cat got your tongue, has it?" was his next remark. The way this was written makes it seem like a familiar phrase to the newspaper audience. Other instances of this idiom can trace back even further, where the Navy was known to whip people as a punishment with a cat-and-nine tail. Whether it was for doing or saying something wrong, many sailors that got whipped did not talk much for a while after it was over, leading to other sailors asking, "Cat got your tongue?" Of course, referring to the whipping device and the silence that the sailor practiced after they were punished. Well, I'm glad my punishment is my phone being taken away. The other punishment seems a little rough. Let's move over to our last cat phrase for this video. Let the cat out of the bag. This phrase is used when someone has told a secret that they weren't supposed to say anything about. An example would be, now that Joe let the cat out of the bag and told you about the surprise party, we might as well give you the rest of the details. This idiom might have been started back in 1530, when people would say, avoid buying a pig in a poke. A poke is a type of bag. And back in the local markets, when you went shopping, you could buy a piglet, which would be sold in a bag to keep it contained. But some of those fraudsters would put a cat in the bag instead. A cat wasn't worth as much as a piglet was, so they would be able to get their money from you. So the saying, pig in a poke, started becoming, let the cat out of the bag, to say, haha, I caught you, which can be a little tricky. The first time the phrase cat in a bag, or let the cat out of the bag, the first time this phrase was written was in 1760 in the London Magazine. It read, we could have wished that the author had not let the cat out of the bag. So this saying has been around for quite a bit of time. So I think the daily lesson here is cats don't like to be herded or put in bags. And let's hope they don't attack your tongue. What cat idioms do you know? I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below. And while you have a minute, don't forget to subscribe. It's a lot easier than herding cats. You just have to hit the subscribe button below. Keep an eye out for another video in a few days. And as always, thanks for watching and subscribing. And until next time, bye.